At Lourdes High School, our sense of community is particular to our spiritual tradition.
We are not simply citizens, peers, or colleagues engaged together in the business of education.
Rather, we are dignified among one another by the presence of God, in whose image we are created to community.
Our tradition is rich with the signs of God's presence in symbol and ritual.
And our lives are inspired through the Holy Spirit.
As educators, we encourage the recognition of the presence of God within each of us.
Our physical environment, then, needs to express unequivocally who we claim to be.
Catholic education really allows us to nurture, to stay with young people, to be a companion with young people in their desire to discover Christ.
The presence of Rochester Catholic schools strengthens the whole community. Whether I have no children in school, or whether I have children in Catholic school, or children in the public schools, or in private schools, we need to have a presence of the Catholic school system right here.
Catholic education has been in Rochester since the 1800s, when the Sisters of St. Francis in the Diocese of Winona started Catholic education with Our Lady of Lourdes Academy, Heffern High School, and St. John High School. The Rochester Elementary Catholic schools are accredited by the Minnesota Non-Public School Accrediting Agency, and the Lourdes High School is accredited by North Central Association of College and Secondary Schools as a college preparatory school. 99% of our students will go on to college and university study. They're extraordinarily well prepared. Our students go on to schools of their choosing. They go on to some of the best colleges and universities in the United States.
The academics here at Lourdes have really helped me to get ready for the future. I think that each of the classes that I have taken has shown a way for me to use that knowledge in future education, particularly in college and then beyond.
We rank in the top 5 in the Minnesota State High School League with state championship teams. Along with that, we have numbers of individual champions in all sports and in fine arts activities in the Minnesota State High School League competitions.
That's a special thing, being a part of a program with such a history in winning, and part of that is learning how to win, how to lose too. Always respecting your opponents, and on and off the field, being good role models.
The first time we moved off from this block, it was just 1 block away on the present site of Lourdes High School. And now we have a need for a new beginning to build this new high school for our young people.
Well, we've gotten to this point today in the campaign because of a long process of studying the need of for a new school, studying the possibility of renovation of the school, and we have got broad-based community support, I think, because of this process that we have used and the involvement that we have had in the community.
We just are so hopeful that the future will provide the same wonderful education for our grandchildren and the children of Rochester.
I've had 2 or 3 opportunities to develop that land for something else. Father Mann thinks it's the Holy Spirit that kept any of those plans from coming to fruition. So when they finished the study of whether to stay in the current building or to build new, the land was still available. And I think it's probably the best use for that piece of property that I can think of.
It's located on a 23.5-acre parcel directly adjacent to the Rochester Athletic Club and the soon-to-be completed Cascade Meadow Wetland Science Center. The new high school is an extremely beautiful facility. It will be built in 3 components. The main area, the educational component, will satisfy needs for 650 students. In that particular portion of the facility, there will be a chapel that will hold anywhere from 60 to 100 students. We will have a fine arts wing. At no time in the history of Lourdes High School have we had a fine arts facility that our students could enjoy. We anticipate building a 800-seat auditorium where drama and music can be performed. The third wing of the facility will be an athletic wing. In that athletic wing, We'll certainly have space for basketball, volleyball, facilities for students to train, and they'll be able to, for the first time in the history of Lourdes High School, walk out onto a green space that they can enjoy for either physical education, practices, or simply enjoyment.
And in this project to build a new high school, it's going to take time for all of us to work. It's going to take talent to use the gifts that God has given every one of us to reach out and to encourage others. And it says God has blessed us with treasure to share that treasure.
I would just ask that each and every family prayerfully and take the time to really consider what type of gift you can afford. Any type of gift will help in this campaign. But keep in mind that you have an opportunity to be a part of a legacy for the future.
The future Lourdes High School should be designed from inspiration.
In both architecture and decor.
The physical space should represent itself as sacred space.
To reflect the spiritual motivation of our work.
Representing the glory of God in all we do.